Now the next is tuber. Students, tuber is also a stem. In this tuber, food is stored, and due to storage of food, this tuber is also swollen. Okay, and it also grows below the ground, below the soil surface. Now it is spherical or oval in shape. In this tuber, there are nodes and internodes are not present. Okay, nodes and internodes are not present. The example of tuber is potato. You can see this is a tuber of a potato. Okay, it is the tuber of a potato, and it also grows below the soil surface, below the ground. You can see it is spherical in shape. There are no nodes and internodes, and you can see that in this tuber there are these pits like structures. Okay, these structures are present in this tuber of potato. Now what are these structures, students? These structures are called eyes. Okay, eyes. If you will, eyes or buds, these are called eyes or buds. Okay, now what happens in these eyes or buds? From these eyes or buds, the whole plant, the leaves or the branches of the stem grows. Okay, if you will keep this potato, if you will keep this tuber of potato for some days, at these parts, at the eyes, some white structure grows, and if you will keep this tuber with this white structure for some more time, then they will grow in a plant. The branches or the plant will be arise. See, okay, these are the eyes, and from these eyes the white structure grows, and from which the branches or the leaves grows. Okay, so these are called eyes or buds, and it is the tuber of a potato. In this, food is stored, that's why it is swollen. Now the next is bulb. Bulb is the example of bulb is onion. The example of bulb is onion. Now you can see this. Okay, students, it is the bulb of an onion. You can see it is also swollen. Okay, it too grows, it also grows below the soil surface, below the ground, and it is also swollen due to storage of food. And these structure of the onion, which you can see, okay, these are the adventitious roots of onion. Okay, which roots? Adventitious roots. And just near the roots, when you will cut this stem, when you will cut this bulb of the onion, okay, it will appear like this. It will appear like this, or you can see it will appear like this. Okay, see, now these are the adventitious root. Okay, and just above the root, here at this place, the very tight or very hard part is present. This part, only this much part is the stem of the onion. Okay, only this much part is the stem, and just above the stem, this this part is called bud. This part which is grown up, okay, this is called bud. It is apical or terminal bud of the onion. Okay, and what these pinkish structures or transparent white structures which we eat, mainly which we eat in onion, these are the leaves, scale leaves or storage leaves. Okay, you can see these are the, this part of the onion which we eat, it is the scaly leaves. I told you that scale leaves are thin leaves which are sometimes brown in color, sometimes they are transparent, and when these scale leaves store food, they become fleshy. Okay, so in onion, these scale leaves are fleshy because the food is mainly stored in these scale leaves. Okay, the food is stored in this scale leaves, so they are fleshy, and this part we eat, and only this hard part is called stem, and this whole structure is called bulb of onion. Okay, in this onion bulb also there are no internodes and nodes, only adventitious roots. The hard part just above the root is a stem, and the scaly leaves are there in which food is stored, and in the center there is a terminal or apical bud. Now the fourth one is corm. Okay, corm. Now students, it is also swollen, and it too grows along below the soil surface. It too grows, it also grows underground, means below the soil surface, below the ground. Now it is like a rhizome. Okay, it is similar to rhizome, but the main difference, actually the main difference between rhizome and corm is, I told you that rhizome grows horizontally, right? Rhizome of ginger grows horizontally, but the corm grows vertically. Corm grows below the soil surface. Corm grows vertically. Okay, like this, vertically. So this is the difference between rhizome and corm. Now it is also solen because of storage of foods. Now the example of this corm is gladiolus and colocasia. Okay, colocasia means in Hindi colocasia is called arvi. Okay, arvi. I can show you. Students, see, this is the stem of a colocasia. Okay, colocasia. At this time you can find this vegetable colocasia in your house. Okay, yam also in your book, the example yam is given in the form of example. Yam is given. Yam means ratalu. Okay, so it is also corm, its stem is also corm, and the colocasia means arvi is also corm. Okay, it grows vertically like this below the ground. Okay, and in this corm also you can see these are the nodes. Okay, these are the nodes, and the space between the two nodes means this space is internode. Okay, and sometimes mainly from birds also grows from this stem. You can see in this one. Okay, you can see in this one, yeah. Okay, from here the birds grows. Okay, this is bird is growing from this colocasia corm. Okay, so it is the corm and it is swollen underground stem. And swollen, why? Because food is stored in it, and it grows vertically. Okay, so this was all about modification of stem, and the first modification we have studied in which food is stored. Okay, food is stored, and it is 4 type: rhizome, tuber, bulb, and corm. Thank you.